So, how you guys doing? You guys doing great? That's okay. That's awesome. All right. My title of the word is detox and filter. And before I, kind of break down what that means, I'd like to give you a little background. So, earlier this month, I had to go to the doctors because I wasn't feeling too well. And, when I went there, they checked my blood pressure and it was like extremely high, like really high. And it was unusual, and they thought, oh, maybe because you just worked out or maybe because you just ate was, probably the reason. So they checked it again, and it was still high. So they ended up doing a blood test on me, and I went home and everything. Then later on in the week, I got the results, and they found out that I have the beginning stages of chronic liver disease. And if you guys don't know what that is, it's pretty much your liver and all the carbs and all the sugars and different stuff. It'll block it. It won't be able to produce or filter it how it's supposed to be. All the toxins, all the medicine, it won't filter it right or process through your liver right. So, it was really scary when I got the news. It was really disappointing. I felt nervous, but, in my mind, afterwards, I felt like, I was like, okay, this is something, I can't allow to progress, but I'm going to have to, fight in order to, digress it somehow, And during that month, it was also the same time that I had to give the word. And I was like, this is, it's odd, a good coincidence, So I went to go pray and seek God, and he ended up showing that what I'm going through is actually what the church is going through. And one of the process that, you have to first take in, trying to clean your liver is detox. And I'll get into it right now. Detox, the definition is, detoxification is one of the more widely used treatments in co-alternative medicines. It is based on the principle that illness can be caused by the accumulation of toxic substance in the body. Eliminating existing toxins and avoiding new toxins are essential parts of the healing process. Detoxification utilizes a variety of tests and techniques. Now, there's 2 points that, I want you guys to hold on to. Eliminating existing toxins and avoiding new toxins are essential parts of the healing process. That's one. The second one is detoxification utilizes a variety of tests and techniques. All right, let me move on to my other point. Liver is the primary organ that filters toxins out of your body. But sometimes we allow toxins to remain in our body by hindering our process in different areas of our call. So the scripture I have for that is 1 Corinthians 1, verse 26 through 31. And if y'all would please go with me to that chapter. All right. Oh, yes. See. All right. If everyone's there, say amen. Amen. All right. So, for you see your calling, brethren, not many wise according to the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called. But God has chosen the foolish things of the world to put to shame the wise. And God has chosen the weak things of the world to put to shame the things which are mighty. And the base things of the world and the things which are despised God has chosen, and the things which are not, to bring to nothing the things that are, that no flesh should glory in his presence. But of him you are in Christ Jesus, who became for us wisdom from God, and righteousness, and sanctification, and redemption, that, as it is written, he who glories, let him glory in the Lord. Now, there's a particular verse that really did stuck out to me, and it was verse 29, that no flesh should glory in his presence. Amen. Now, you're like, Okay, the flesh, you don't, what I mean, like the outside, you know what I mean, the things that, from the outside we allow to, come within us, you know what I mean, the things that we try to block. But there's two things that God showed me about it. And it was verse 26 and verse 28. And one of the points was, it doesn't matter who you think you are or how great you are. If you're walking in flesh, you are not called. It doesn't matter who you are or how great you are. If you're walking in the flesh, you are not called. The second one is, don't allow the worldly things to corrupt the call on your life. So everything that you process through, you're going through, or even if you haven't even reached your calling or even understand your calling, you're going to have to really press through in order to really get to your calling. If not, you'll be stuck in sin, or you'll be, stuck in a really worse place, in a dark place. And don't allow worldly things, actions to disrupt what you have, because God, He has a blessing for you guys. He has a calling. He has something greater for you guys. And you guys allow worldly things like finance, bills, children, your job, different things like that to corrupt, the call that you have your life to, the walk, you have for your life. You ain't going to get to the place you need to go. So I got two questions. How are you processing towards your calling? And if you're not, or if you're not walking your calling, what are you going to do about it? About getting towards your calling, to be great, you know what I mean? All y'all get visions, all y'all get, dreams, all y'all get understanding from God. Y'all get that, right? So what are you guys doing about it? Like with me personally, God showed me that I'm called to own a TV network. And I'm also called to make music. And the process that I'm doing is, I'm pursuing it. I'm going to the different leaders, like, okay, what can I do? Setting up meetings, setting up all these different things in order to, walk in my calling. I'm saying meetings with the teenagers, I'm, typing out things ideas that, God showed me. I'm doing it because of the fact that I love God and I want to see His people grow. Because I want to show what God really looks like, through a teenager's eyes, through TV, through television. That's what I want to do. I want to help children, teenagers that are lost, see that Christianity, Christian teenagers, it's not religious. It's not, just, all this churchy stuff is just religious. No, I want to show you that Christianity is fun, I want to show that God is fun through teenagers' eyes. Next point I got is the function of the liver is crucial to the body, because without your body, without the liver, the body cannot process out the harmful substance. So, I know everyone likes sweets. So, I like sweets too, and I can get very addicted to it. I ain't gonna lie. And but reality, even though it tastes good, even though it tastes, amazing, it only settles for a little shorter time. That reality, it won't get you to anywhere but become fat. Yeah. But, and here's another point that I have is, how you process towards your calling is crucial for the kingdom, because you will delay the timing of the people you need to save. How you process towards your calling is crucial for the kingdom, because you will delay the timing of the people you need to save. So if you're processing in a bad way, if you're not detoxing the things that God's showing you to really process, whether or not, it's this sin or that sin, or, or it's disobedience, doubt, deception, you're going to delay the time for the people that you need to save, the people that God has aligned and assigned to you. It's going to be hard for you to save them, and you're going to lose them. All right. The flesh will help Satan make you hinder what you're called to. This flesh, it doesn't like us. It doesn't like our spirit man. It doesn't like our callings. It doesn't like how great you are. It doesn't. So how you fight your flesh and how you process will help you become greater, because Satan doesn't like you either. Satan and the flesh is working together to put you down. And if you can't, take it out, you're going to be taken out by Satan. So put your flesh under subjection. Put it under submission. Put Satan under your feet. An example that I have is the Matrix Revolution. Now, there's a particular scene in there where Neo, if you guys haven't watched Matrix, Neo is like the chosen one, and it's controlled by computers and all that stuff. But in this one, Neo talks to the Oracle, and he's pretty much talking about a virus that is spreading throughout the kingdom, or throughout the city, throughout the Matrix, and it's pretty much no one can really stop it. And then Neo asks the Oracle, who is Mr. Smith? Because Mr. Smith is the virus. And the Oracle said, he's the opposite of you. Where you are the balance, he is the unbalance. The flesh is your unbalance. You are the balance. Your spirit man is the balance. Without that, if you don't take over the flesh, you are unbalanced, and towards your calling, you will become unbalanced. So then there was another scene where they start fighting each other. And then Mr. Smith ended up defeating Neo, but not realizing there was already a plan ahead. So Mr. Smith turned Neo into him, because that's what he did. He's a virus. He takes over the computers. He takes over technology.
My God, that's good.
You see Mr. Smith as Satan, or your flesh. So he turned him into himself, but not knowing that since Neo is the chosen one and he's called, he ended up breaking out of it and pretty much freeing all the rest of the people that were in the flesh. So basically, it's like, if you stay in the flesh too long, you won't break out and be called and be great. If you stay in grieving in the morning, and if you don't process out of those things, then you won't be able to get to your greatness, because then you just become bitter. So let's go back to the 2 points. So are you going to eliminate the existing toxins within your body, your flesh, and everything else that's hindering your calling? And are you going to avoid the new toxins that will come after it, after you process? Are you going to detox? Are you going to fight? All right. The next point is filter. Now, I think everyone knows what filter is. If not, it's pretty much the things that it's like a screen that that water can flow through it, but end up holding back the dirty stuff. The scripture I would like to use, though, is 2 Corinthians 8, verse 8 through 15. And I'm going to use the NLT version because I thought it was really good. Thank you, Lord, though. Let's see. I am not commanding you. Oh, are you guys there? I'm sorry. I didn't give you some time. I'm sorry. All right. I am not commanding you to do this, but I am testing how genuine your love is by comparing it with the eagerness of other churches. You know the generous grace of our Lord Jesus Christ. Though he was rich, yet for your sakes he became poor, so that by his poverty he could make you rich. Now, this is the part that really got me, and hopefully get you guys too. Here's my advice. It would be good for you to finish what you started a year ago. Last year you were in the first who wanted to give, and you were the first to begin doing it. Now you should finish what you started. Let the eagerness you showed in the beginning be matched now by your giving. Give in proportion to what you have. Whatever you give is acceptable. If you give it eagerly and give according to what you have, not what you don't have. Of course, I don't mean your giving should make life easy for others and hard for yourself. I only mean that there should be some equality. Right now you have plenty and cannot help those who are in need. Later, they will have plenty and can share with you when you need it. In this way, things will be equal. As the scripture says, those who gathered a lot and had nothing left over, and those who gathered only a little had enough.
Jesus. Awesome.
The things that, the point, 2 points that God showed me was the visions God shown you, what are you doing about? Because the visions that you have are actually mighty, are actually great.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's actually used for his kingdom.
Jesus.
But if you're going to delay the timing, and you're going to allow flesh and you're going to allow sin to delay the timing that, God wants to use you, then you pretty much, just like I said, you're not called.
Ooh. It's quiet in here.
The second point is, the things God already shown you, are you walking in it? Are you fighting towards it? Are you getting rid of different mindsets, different patterns of the mind? Are you getting rid of it? Are you changing up your pattern of the mind? Are you? The pattern of your ways, the pattern of your heart. Like, are you changing it up? Because in my Bible, it says, that scripture, it says, the pattern of Christ. Are you, is your calling, is your mindset, your heart, everything shaped in the pattern of Christ? Like, can people see the light in you? Can people see in your darkness the process that you're going through? The things that you're taking out. They see growth. Do they see growth? Do they feel the growth? Do they feel the light? Or do they see darkness and they see you just cycling?
Jesus.
Like, we need to process out certain things in order to get to where we need to be called. Like, the filter is like, you're processing. And if you are processing, get rid of the things that you need in order to start your business, in order to start your company, in order to start, anything you want to do. There's a quote that, Apostle Renna said in her word, Ready, Aim, Fire. She said, it's not about your appearance that God wants to change, nor change your personality. God wants to change the pattern of your mind, change the way you think. The way you're thinking towards your calling, the way you think that, it should go, and you think that you have full control of it, it's probably not, in the will of God. You're probably disaligned with Him. So, there's a question that, I had to ask myself, and I want to ask y'all. What are you doing to filter out things in your process? Like, concerning this liver disease, once I, understood what was going to happen to my body, I was like, you know what? I had to go ahead and get on a diet. So I did keto. And I'm still doing keto. And I work out, because the fact that I don't want to stay in a place to where I'm not able to be used. Like, I want to be fit for the master's use. So I work out. Go every morning, 4 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning, 2-hour workouts. Or go with my mom, 12 o'clock in the morning to 3, working out 2 hours so that I can be fit for the master's use, be fit for his glory. And another question I have is, what are the things you're not allowing God to deal with you concerning your call? Like, with me, I had to realize TV, you're in front of the screen, you're in front of an audience. So, whatever they see, can help them be moved by Christ. Like, if they see that I'm still watching pornography, if I'm still in perversion, I'm still in lust, I'm still in greed or pride, they will see that and won't get Christ. But I had to learn how to process through that stuff. And I'm still learning today. I'm processing through perversion, pornography, lust, and all these different things that kept me down. Like, I used to be suicidal. Do I want to minister suicidal spirit to another person? No. Like, I had to make sure that I process. So I had to learn how to not be fake and phony. I had to learn how to be not a hypocrite. I had to learn how to be obedient to what God says and to what God showed me. So I had to walk that out. Because if I didn't, I'd just stay in a cycle. And I don't really like staying in the clutches of Satan. It's terrible. It's like, you don't feel the glory of God. You don't feel anything. It's like you don't feel God's love, and you feel like, man, I just want love. So you try to go to different things. Try to go to porn for me. Try, look at girls and all these different things. You know what I mean? Because I'm trying to feel the love, but in reality, I need God's love. So another point that I had was trust the process. Trust the process. And scripture for that is Proverbs 3 verse 5 through 6. And if you want to go there in your time, but it's really saying, don't lean to your understanding. Don't be in control of your calling. Don't be in control of the process. Allow God to be in control. Trust in Him. Don't try to lean onto your understanding and your ways, because you'd be like, oh, finances. In order to get to that, I have to, put this money aside, put that money aside. No. Trust God. He'll make a way. All right. The next point I have is filter the different paths. Now, concerning the liver, it pretty much once it gets rid of the harmful substance and the harmful things in your body, it pretty much chooses a pathway. If it's good, it will go through the bloodstream. If it's bad, it will be eliminated through the bowels, through the urine, or your bowels. But here's so there are different paths you can take. So what I thought about was, what God showed me was, you can either take the path of Satan or take the path of God. You can either take the path of heaven's flames or hell's flames. You can either be shot from Satan's arrow or Satan's bow, or shot from God's bow. You have to choose a path. Now, in your processing, you can go, many ways. You can either fall when testing comes. You can fall, when trials comes. Or you can process and fight in order to get to where you need to go. If not, you're just delaying the time for your call. Now, God will, make a way, if you do want to go to your calling, to, get you back in that place. Yes. But if you don't, you just be eliminated through the bowels. Be eliminated through the urine. Now, there's a particular person that I actually, thought was really good to talk about, and was John the Baptist. If you can go to Isaiah 49, verse 1 through 4. Thank you, Lord. All right. Everyone's there? All right. For verse 1, listen to me, all you in distant lands, pay attention. You who are far away, the Lord called me before my birth. From within the womb, He called me by name. He made my words of judgment as sharp as a sword. He has hidden me in the shadow of His hands. I am like a sharp arrow in His quiver. He said to me, "You are my servant, Israel, and you will bring me glory." I replied, "But my work seems useless. I have spent my strength for nothing and to do no purpose. Yet I leave it all in the Lord's hand, and I'll trust God for my reward." I don't know if you guys caught the, verse 4, but he's pretty much talking about trust. Like trusting in your dark place. Like even though around you cannot see what's going to happen, you cannot see what's, about to take place, but if you allow God to, be in control, you won't have to worry about anything. What's called? And if you go to Isaiah 49, verse 8 through 9. Oh, and I have a question for Isaiah 49, verse 1 through 4. Sorry. Is your process in vain? Are you processing through your issues properly?
Okay.
Like, just like I said, are you allowing God to take control or allowing Satan? So, verse 8. This is what the Lord says. At just the right time, I will respond to you. On the day of salvation, I will help you. I will protect you and give you to the people as my covenant with them. Though I will reestablish the land of Israel and assign it to its own people again. And I will say to the prisoners, "Come out in freedom," and to those in darkness, "Come into the light." They will be my sheep, grazing green pastures, and on hills that were previously bare. So my point for that one is, what does your preparation look like in a dark place? Or even a desert place? Because John the Baptist, he was in a desert eating locusts and honey. And he was preparing himself for a short amount of period of time in order to be used by Jesus to make a way for his people, to make a way for him. Are you making a way for Jesus to come through your life, through your process, in order to reach the people? Like, can the people see the kingdom in you? Can the people see the kingdom of God taking place in your life, through your process, through your dark place, in order to be reached by them, in order to reach them, in order to grow fruit, in order to harvest what what Satan stole from you? You either be used by God's kingdom or Satan's. You'll be either tossed in the sea for forgetfulness or be used through the bloodstream in order to grow the kingdom. And my question for you is, will you filter whatever is necessary to be used in the kingdom? Is your process, is your dark place, is your mindset, is your pattern, and everything that God is trying to do with you, is it going to be used for the kingdom? Is your testimonies going to be used for the kingdom? Will God stretch you far enough in order to shoot and be able to hit the nations? Hit a certain person, hit a certain place. Whether or not it's in America or out in a different country. Will God stretch you and process you and use your testimony hard enough and strong enough in order to hit somebody? Or will your arrow just be on the ground? Or stuck in a quiver? Except that it's in Satan's quiver, since you want to delay the process of your timing. So there is a plant that I thought was really, really nifty. It's called the night blooming cereus, and what it is a cactus. And basically, once a year at night, it pretty much opens up its flowers in order for bats or different animals to come, eat from it, and take its seed and go different places in order to plant another night blooming cereus.
Jesus.
Are Are you guys that cactus? Are you able to open up in your dark place in order to feed somebody else? Will you feed them the right fruit, or will you feed them the wrong? Will they come to your tree and say, "This is a beautiful tree, but it has no fruit"? Can Jesus really use you? Can Jesus really process you for his kingdom? For it's not about us, but it's about the kingdom. Our church is here to serve the people. Jesus came not to be served, but to serve. And thank you, Lord. And I just want to close out by saying, don't take too long in your process through your issues. Start detoxing, whether it's fasting or it's changing the pattern of your mind. Whether you're seeking God, however you want to do it, whatever God show you, be obedient to it. Start filtering out the unnecessary things in your process by seeking God and trusting his process. And lastly, fight to remain pure. Fight to remain, in God's presence, in God's timing. Like, remain on the right path. Don't allow the dark place to surround your mind in order to pretty much move you off a different course. Don't let Satan ruin your calling. It's time to be shot out to the nations to reach God's people. Like, it's time. Like, we can't stay here forever.
Yes. Thank you, Father. Lord.
Don't be the arrow that God can't use or process. Like, really, like, if there's one thing I want you guys to take is really trust in God's process and keep fighting as Christians. Because the fact that you guys have a great calling on you guys' life, you guys are all great. I have seen you guys' testimonies, I have watched it, and the fact that you guys still standing here means that you guys want to be great. But there's certain things that God wants to refine in order for you guys to become even greater and be used for the kingdom. That's it. Thank you.